Hey, my true seekers, how are you guys doing? Let me go ahead and make sure everything is okay because I was having mic problems when it was last night. So I stayed up all night trying to go ahead and fix it just to find out that, one of the cables was loose. So let me make sure I get everything together because I was on Dennis Byron platform. It's called Inquiry. Hip Hop Inquiry. Make sure you go ahead and check out the trial over there. And I really enjoyed myself over there because, first of all, he's a journalist and he also has attorney that was there. So that was it was a great platform. Everything was very informative. So just bear with me, guys, making sure that everything is okay, making sure that I got it all together. Okay. So making sure that you guys can hear me because this was good, guys. I'm not going to tell you no lie. So I'm just to make sure that everything is okay. And I'm gonna just go ahead into my live. Let me go ahead and read this copyright first before I go ahead and get into it, which I'm not gonna go ahead and play any clips, just maybe a little bit. But the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright status that might otherwise be infringing. And I wanted to make sure that I go ahead and put this out right there. And also, guys, if you're coming in and make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe for more unapologetic content. And like I say, when it comes to this commentary, my commentary right here, I try to stand on my truth, guys. And I know it's not, what everybody is used to, but it is what it is. And we all, have a right to agree to disagree. So I'm making sure that everything is okay, guys. Let me know if you can hear me real good. No status or anything. Hold on one second. So I can make sure that everything is good because last night, I had a lot of static. So, okay, everything sounds great. Everything sounds great. So let me make sure I get back on track, and I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff. Just give you a little review of all the stuff that's going on. But before I continue, I want to go ahead and play this right quick because this right here, man, this was a lot. This was a lot. So let me go ahead and play this right quick.
Fuck out of here.
I had to play that. I couldn't look. I could not even start my life unless I play this right here. Okay, Nature Boy. Look, he said there, and he said that. Look, I'm not going to be in here. I'm not going to be in here. This is my right. This judge, she has COVID, and I'm not going to allow her to affect me. And the thing about it is, I don't understand why would the judge even want to come in knowing that she is tested positive for COVID? Make it make sense. It doesn't make no sense. She could have went ahead, the judge could have went ahead and prolonged that until she got a clearance. And you could see that she was not in a good move. It's like everything that the defendant attorney would say. It's like she would just it's like she just was in a bad move, and that's how I see it. And like I said, guys, we only can go by of what we see. And he is charged for the big aura. Also, he's been charged for holding the alleged victim hostage, and all this other stuff. It's irrelevant. That's why I'm so glad that this showing of the trial, especially when it's the defendant, I'm so glad that it's on Dennis Byron's channel. So guys, make sure you go ahead and check his channel out because they all going for lunch. And he also have attorney and also on the platform, and he is a real journalist. So make sure you go to Hip Hop Inquiry. Make sure you go ahead on his YouTube channel and check it out because trust me, guys, I was right there the entire time. I don't even think I went ahead and moved, but it was very, very interesting. But The only thing that, I don't like that the defender, Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop, was not present. I think, just like I said earlier, I think that the judge should have went ahead and shut it down. And if I was Bishop's attorney, I wouldn't have been there either. No way in the world, that he should have been able to, be in that court without his client, because, Nature Boy got some things that maybe he wants to whisper in his ears, because we already know that the judge, she was ready for him to go. The judge don't care, because she looked like she already, short patient, and really don't like him. To me, and this is my opinion of what I have observed, it's like she's kind of biased. So she was glad that Nature Boy, was not in the courtroom. And if I was Nature Boy, I would say, look, I don't even want my attorney to be in that courtroom. And if my attorney would sit there and say, well, I will be, and I would say, you are fired. You are fired. Because there's many of opportunities that I think, when it came to Nature Boy's attorney, that he could have stood up, and he could have protect his witnesses. It's like he allowed the prosecutors to just go ahead and railroad through it, and the judge, she didn't stop it. The only time the judge would stop it, if it's something that, is going to really, side with the defendants. That's how I see it. And like I said, guys, this channel is not for everybody. If you want to go ahead and click like, unsubscribe, do whatever you want to do, okay? Because in here is real talk, and I'm going to give you my opinion just like everybody else. Because no way in the world that I would have sat there and had my attorney in there when the client is not in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about all the witnesses. I think, one that was really, really good, and that was the last one. So we're gonna call her Goddess E, because they don't want us to go ahead and call the names, which I don't understand why, because this is state, this is a state trial, so I don't understand why, but we're gonna go ahead and we're going to respect all the stuff that is going on. So I went ahead and I did my disclaimer. Let me go ahead and read this right here. It says, the truth is like surgery. It hurts, but it heals. A lie is like a painkiller. It gives instant relief, but has side effects forever. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I put that out right quick. And also, let me go ahead and put my Cash App, guys. If you want to go ahead and Cash App me, feel free. It's Real Talk 985, and in here, it's not for everybody. My channel is only for grown folks. Okay, that's why I sit there and say, if you come in, don't think that I'm going to go with the bandwagon, because I don't go with the bandwagon. I stand on my truth, and I call it like it is. So that is my Cash App, Real Talk 985. Also, let me go ahead and put this up right quick, but make sure you leave your comment. Leave your comment and let me know how you feel about all the stuff that is happening, because to me, like I said, it was like it was very interesting. It was real, real good, and I like the fact, even though people, were saying that Nature Boy witnesses is coach. And I was sitting there saying, well, if you sitting there saying there was coach and they were lying, then play the videos. Play the videos. Why didn't play the videos? This guy and everyone that was a part of carbonation, they all was in front of the cameras. So what is a threat? What is the purpose, of having this trial and not play the tapes when this man lived his life so openly? They didn't have a problem when the bloggers was sending the DA all those tapes of Nature Boy. They had a problem with that. So I just want to know, guys, what is the problem of playing the videos? So if you play the videos, then you won't sit there and say, oh, they perjured themselves. Oh, they are lying. Well, play the videos. And a lot of stuff that God is E was saying, they kept, trying to say, oh, she didn't stop the judge, and the judge stopped it. The prosecutor would stand up and object and all this other stuff, and Nature Boy attorney just let it just pass. The girl was on the scene. The girl was right there. She witnessed all the stuff that had happened. So why is you guys trying to shut her down of something that she was there? But I like the fact, I mean, guys, it was good. I don't care about how you guys want to go out there and spin it, because we already know you guys going to say all that stuff because you want to see this man in prison. But like I said, nowhere that they can come up and say that this man grape. They can't even prove grape. No witnesses that came on can prove grape. All they can prove is that, he may have been manipulative, and maybe, he was a narcissist. But that's right there. It's not no 30 years to life just because you are a narcissist. Man, this was good. Let me see, because I took some notes. Let me put my glasses on, because this is good, guys. But the thing about it, I think that Nature Boy, he can get this stuff a mistrial. And the reason why I think that he can get this mistrial is because, first of all, I think that when it came to his rights, I think, and this is my opinion, guys, it was kind of violated, because he had a right, because, the judge had COVID. He had a right not to be there. And how, in the heck that he could get a fair trial when he's somewhere looking in the camera, and we don't even know if he was able to talk to his attorney. We didn't see no earbuds or, no headphones, that his attorney had, where he was able to talk to his client. We didn't see none of that. If you saw that, let me know. Let me know if you saw all that. Like I said, they say, these people, they are grown people. You wasn't messing with no children. They are grown people and very smart, very educated, very wise. Y'all didn't have no dummies up there. You had people that was willing participant of what they did. So let me see if I can get to some of the notes, guys, because this right here, this was good. And like I said before, guys, I'm going to stand on my truth. And if you don't like what's going on this platform, then you find somewhere else that's going to tickle your ears. Okay. And that's what's real talk. But if I was Nature Boy, I would tell my attorney after lunch, you ain't going back in there, because it was a lot of stuff that you could have went ahead and stood up for me. But I don't think that you was fighting hard enough for me, because I want to know, what is the threat? What is the threat? You can't allow these videos to be played. We got cops that went to these people home. Cops went to these people home. They even have that they body cameras, talked to these people, went inside, had the body cameras all through the house. And don't run with those lies, because we even got the palm people. We even got the palm people running. Oh, he was nasty. He was dirty. Well, if they would have showed those videos, you would have saw that house was clean, where you could have sat there and ate off the floor. Okay. That house was really clean. Every room was neat and tidy. And when the cops was in there, that was their opportunity to say, look, we are being mistreated. We wants to leave. They had protection right there, but they chose to stay. Okay. So let me see what else going on. I want to know why nature was out. And yeah, just like I said, I don't think that it was fair that Nature Boy, was not in court, because his life is on the line. This man is fighting for his life. 30 to life. And I cannot say not one thing. Even though you they trying to say that it was his choice to leave. No, it was not his choice to leave. It was not his choice to leave. He was protecting himself. And the way that the judge, she didn't come out and say it, but the way that the judge was saying, oh, you've been all in the jungle, you've been doing this and you've been doing that, but yet I got COVID, and you feel like, now, you don't want to be a part of this right here. You stalling. Well, like I said, the whole entire world The whole entire world shut down because of COVID. People lost their jobs. People died because of COVID. You guys, even the president of the United States made a big deal of COVID. Not all of a sudden, this judge, just because she felt like she don't want to go ahead and stop this trial, that she can affect everybody that was in that courthouse, when we already know they had made a big stank when it came to COVID. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So let me see what else I got. I hope I didn't delete it because it looked like I deleted some stuff. Hmm. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I like when all the witnesses was saying, that he would change into different characters. I really liked it, that part, because I liked it, Dr. Bishop, when he came out like a psychiatrist, I like that. And I like how they all said, all this right here, was part of an act. Even Goddess E, she took some of those classes when she was in college. She was in art and performance. And I like how everybody, they participate because, they was all about humanity. They was all about nature. And so they put on an act, and they made it like, they wanted to bring awareness of all the stuff that is going on when it comes into this world, especially when it comes to nature. And when God is I'm gonna say God is one of the wives, when God is had came on the stand, and when she used, Chris Rock and Will Smith, you remember when they had got smacked, and that's when the prosecutor had said, well, don't you know that when you guys was getting smacked, that was way before, the scene that had happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith. Well, she was just saying, that people love drama. So it was sort of like that. She didn't say, that's why we had that scene. And if she did say it, I don't think that it's going to stand up anywhere, especially when you want to know the truth. But what it was is like a trigger moment, because you know how our people are. Our people is not going to watch nothing unless it's drama. We love drama. I talk about it all the time. We wouldn't even go outside, and touch grass. We would rather sit on the soapbox and watch all this mess. That's why we sit there and we watch all these reality shows, because we love drama. So what this guy was doing, this guy was giving you the greatest performance, and you guys enjoyed every bit of it. And if you didn't like it, all you had to do is turn your head. But everything that he had, it was recorded. And I just wish that the judge would have went and allow all this stuff to be, put in court, because what's the purpose, of having them come on when their life was all about being in front of the camera? What it's like, what are you guys got to hide? That's what I want to know. Even the statement. So I heard someone had said, well, the reason why they're not using the alleged accuser, they're not using her statement because she had just came out of, the cult, and she went directly on one of those bloggers. Okay, all right, we give it that. But what about when she was in front of the detective, when she was protected? Why she didn't say, that she was great? Why she didn't say that? Like I said there and say, now all of a sudden, you guys, want to go ahead and say with this and say that, but you got to go by of her statements. You got to go by her statements. So if you guys are quick to sit there and say, the rest of the defendants, his witnesses, they are lying because they didn't say what was actually happening. Well, what about the alleged victim? She didn't say what actually she told the cops, she told the authorities that had happened to her. She changed the story as well. So like I said, they say, guys, you guys are being biased, and it won't be no lies, nobody going on the witness stand and telling a lie if they play the videos. That's all I'm saying. Play the videos. Play the videos. So let me go ahead and see what else. And and also, yeah, they was talking about, the prosecutor was saying about the rules. I like that part too. Didn't he give a lot of rules? Oh, he gave a lot of rules. And that's when they say, no, it was about morals and principles. It was about morals and principles. So anywhere you go, even we have rules and laws right here in the United States. Let us sit there and break the rules and see what's going to happen. If someone is in your house under your roof, you're going to set rules. So I don't see where is a big deal. It's like the thing about it is like they trying to pin that these people was hostage, that these people was not allowed to roam freely. Say if they was not allowed to roam freely, they still had their cell phones. They still had their cell phones. They could have called 911. They could have called their close families. They could have went in the bathroom when they went in their privacy, the closet, or wherever they wanted to go. They could have called for help because they had their cell phones everywhere they go. And we already know if they play the videos, you would never see near one of the people that was a part of carbonation. Near one of them was walking around without a cell phone. And guys, if you've been following this, it's true. And I also like the part where they say they all had their own social media. They can do whatever they want on their own social media. They had their own social media. So, if I was sitting there, against my will, I would have reached out. I had all the opportunities to reach out. So, like I said, guys, I don't care how you all trying to go ahead and spin this narrative. It is what it is, okay? But if I was Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop, nowhere in the world that nobody gonna talk for me without me being in there. I would tell my attorney, look, if you go back in there, you are fired, and let them think whatever they want to go ahead and think about it. Because we already know the judge, man. And like I say, this is my opinion. I have a right to give my opinion. The judge, to me, she was, I mean, she was like she was biased. It's like every time when it looked like something was about to favor the defendant, I mean, she would just cut it down. I just don't understand why, when the defendant's witnesses was telling what they saw, why was it shut down? Why was it shut down? And also, they was talking about, they came in because they like the music, they like the acting, and we already know when it comes to most of them that was connected with Nature Boy, it was because, they had something to offer, and they enjoyed the music, they enjoyed the acting, and they enjoyed being in front of the cameras. Like I say, most of them, they liked it, the limelight, they liked it, the attention. They wanted to be celebrities. We saw they dance, we saw they sing, and also they talked about, on all different platforms, they had their music, they had all their acting things, everything that they did, their videos, everybody was able to go ahead and see what they was doing. And that's why, most likely he had a lot of young people that wanted to be a part of it, because they was able to act out. That's how I look at it. When it come to the music, they had cameras all around the house. Why they didn't show that? If I was the attorney, show me how they had cameras all around the house. Everything was wired with cameras. I mean, the cameras was rolling 24/7. Show that, because sometimes, like I say, when it comes to pictures tells 1,000 words. So why, they rather do it manually. That's how it looked like to me. They rather do it manually, when we right now, we live in what we call the age of technology. All the information is right there at a push of a button. All they had to do is sit there and play at least some of the videos. They don't want to play none of the videos. Why? Why? And that right there, if I was a jury, I would sit there and say, if this man recorded everything, why everything is word of mouth? Why, we just don't see the pictures? When they see a bank robber, or someone sitting there doing something wrong, they put the tapes inside of the court, as evidence. If you see somebody right now, you say this person robbed the bank, and how they would be able to identify that person, they going to show the video. So if you want to know the truth about all the stuff that is going on in carbonation, all you have to do is play the videos. The man was on videos from sun up to sundown. Okay. So what's the threat? I think so. I think so. And he knows that they are trying to railroad him. And the way that it look, and the way that the judge is acting, if I was Nature Boy, I would sit there and I would say, look, I'm not going in, because I see it looked like the judge already done made her mind. And not only that, she could have contaminated the entire court, because she know good and well she had COVID. But my attorney, if he walked 1 foot back into that courthouse, that attorney will be fired. That attorney will be fired, because I don't think that he fight hard as he should have, because he had these witnesses on the stand that was right there. And I like the fact when Goddess E has said, when the alleged offended, not alleged, yeah, the alleged accuser went in the room, she said, she saw some of it. And she saw that, they was just having a moment, an intimate moment. That's what she saw. So who to say she's lying? Who to say she's lying? That's not fair for you guys to sit there and anything that's going to go in favor of the defendant, you're going to say that she's lying. She said that she was in there, and also Queen M was in there. And she saw that they was having an intimate moment, so they left. They left. So like I said, guys, only thing that they can sit there and they can't hold him for, because nobody get life just because we got a narcissist. So you're trying to say that this man is going to get life because he's a narcissist, and he say she say. A he say she say trial. That's all it is. A he say she say trial. Because if they really wanted to know the truth, all they had to do is play the tapes, play the videos. And I'm pretty sure once all this right here is over, Nature Boy can come back on this. He can say that he did not have a fair trial, especially if they didn't put earphones or had him some type of way that he can talk to his attorney. I don't even think that this man was able to talk to his attorney while he somewhere wondering if somebody is really fighting for his life. Make it make sense. And I know you guys don't want to hear this, but like I said, then say, guys, I'm going to stand on my truth. I'm gonna call it like it is. I don't jump on the bandwagon. I know a lot of people, they sitting there saying, throw the book at him. He did this. He was grimy. And nobody denying none of that. Nobody denying none of that. But all that happened in other places. None of this had happened in the state of Georgia. We only can go by is what happened in the state of Georgia. And that's real talk. That's real talk, guys. So let's go ahead and continue, because I had put a lot of stuff down. Yeah, like when they said that, it was all about production and acting, and the little young fella, he talked about humanity. I liked that part, about humanity. I wish that they could, once all this right here is over, that they can all write a book. Tell your story. Who can tell your story better than you? Because we already know we're going to have a lot of greedy clout chasers, want to make documentaries and books and talk about all this stuff right here. But you guys was hands on. You guys know exactly what had happened. And I truly believe, once all this is over, start writing a book. Start writing a book. That's exactly what I would do, and I like the part, that, they was talking about humanity, and when it was talking about, oh, tissue paper. Now you're gonna sit there and give the man life just because these women came on stand and said that they only was able to use 2 plies of tissue paper for number one and 6 ply of tissue paper if they do number two. So he gets life for that. They was following a man that calls himself Nature Boy. Make it make sense. They act like they was going to a 5-star hotel. You guys was going in the middle of a jungle, in the middle of nowhere. So why do you expect that, just because you didn't have a toilet, just because you didn't have showers, you could have stayed your butt home. You could have stayed your butt home. 9 out of the 10, if you was out in the middle of nowhere, that was a part of your initiation. Even if he had a house with a tub and a toilet, that does not mean that he is obligated to allow you to use his toilet and his shower. You came into nature, so you stay your butt outside so you can experience it. So you can experience it. So if you got the poop in the ground and covered in the ground, then you go out there and you poop in the ground. That was your choice. That was your choice. Like I said, they say no more excuses, guys. These people got to take accountability for their actions, and that's real talk. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else. Let's go and see what else. Let me know when Dennis Byron is gonna come back on, guys. Let me know when he's coming back on. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yes, yes, I like that part. I like that part. With the little young guy. I'm gonna call the little young guy when they sat there and say about the Messiah and God. See, that's the problem. That's the problem that they have. Because see, they hate these palm people. They hate when the black man called themselves God. But I like that he said that chief a God, they are God, and you are God. That's written in their book. That's written in their book. Reads, I think it's Psalms 82, verse 3 or 6, when it says, you are gods but not of the Most High. You are gods. So we are gods. We are gods. And then they was trying to talk about, nature and religion and all this other stuff. Let me tell you guys a secret. Let me tell you guys a secret. Let me tell you what your religion is, because see, man attach religion. Religion is only to divide, but ours is nature. Now, it might not be for me because I'm colonized. I got this European mindset. I don't like bugs. I don't like outside. But our religion is nature. It's not all these different titles that we put ourselves in, these boxes, these organization churches. And no, we have a church without walls. That church without walls is called nature. We was connected to the mother earth. That's how it was, God's original plan. Now I could get deep on it, but I don't feel like it. It's not the time. That's what we're gonna stick a pin in that right now. So let's go ahead and move in some more. And like I said, this channel right here, guys, this channel is not for everybody. Okay. I'm not gonna go ahead and tickle your ears. I'm gonna stand on my truth. And I like how they also had said that, when it came to the one that was married to Nature Boy, and they said, they was like, sister wives and stuff like that. That part right there, when they had said something about poly, which I'm gonna go ahead and do some research when it comes to poly. And they also mentioned the Queen pageant, the Queen pageant. And when they mentioned the Queen pageant right there, They should have had videos to see how it all played out so the jury could see exactly what happened. I just don't understand why they kept all that out. That's why if I was Nature Boy, no way in the world that I would go back into that courthouse, and my attorney wouldn't go back either if they was not allowed to show those videos, so at least the jury can see how, they played a part, how each one played a part when they was a part of carbonation, when they was a part of, under Eligio Bishop. Because we already know that's the reason why. We already know that's the reason why we are here today. We are here today because one was but hurt, a damsel in distress, because she didn't make it queen. It was all about being queen. And when she couldn't have a way of being queen, then what she did? She tore the entire house down, everything, because she didn't want it to sit there and serve Queen Malil. She didn't want to serve Queen Malil. She felt like her light shines brighter. She felt like she could have been the face of carbonation. And when things didn't go her way, what she did, she left out. But when she left out, no time that she sat there and said that he raped her. Nowhere. She was only talking about the videos that was on Twitter. And let's back it up. Let's back it up. Let's talk about the videos that was on Twitter. Didn't you hear when God is I sat there and said that she released one of the videos on Twitter, which, they probably try to use it against her. But like she said, she only telling you that when they released it, and the only reason why she's talking about it because she was in the video. She's telling what she saw, what she was a part of. So you cannot sit there and try to say, oh, you didn't release those videos. Well, she said, I did. I had control of the editing. I had control of the production as well. And you guys sitting there, oh, she's trying to pin it on her, take some of the charges. Well, like I said, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. She said that she released that because they all consensual allowed those tapes to hit on Twitter. And then the prosecutor was saying that, oh, that was pawn. No, she said, no, that was their education. That was part of their training because they are part of nature. So if there was a part of nature, sex is not like sex to us because, the Europeans, with our stinking mindset, when it comes to sex and coming to expose our nakedness, see, nobody wants to expose your nakedness because we was taught to keep it covered. But they was free spirit. They didn't mind walking around naked because to them that was a part of nature. See, like I said, guys, these people, whether you want to call it or not, these people bit off a lie. They ran before the horse. They ran before the horse because they was going by what these clout chasers was putting out. And like they said, most of all the stuff that they saw, it was to trigger you, to trigger the audience. Because they know, that it was like a shock volume. When you see somebody getting hit, then you're going to tell somebody else, oh my God, these women are being abused. And then more people going to come. More people going to come and more people going to watch it. And that's why just on Big O Live, he had 946,000 people, or maybe 49 people shy of 49, but 949,000 people, close to 1,000,000 people that was watching him just on Big O Live alone. And he had 11.8 million donations. So right there, and he had his production team. He had everything that he needed to put on a performance. and you guys ran and bit off a lie with that, knowing that nowhere in the world that anyone would sit there and put their life out for nothing unless some money was being exchanged for it. Money was being exchanged for it. And he made a lot of money just off of that big old site alone. Donations was coming in left and right. And then somebody was, then one of the prosecutors say, well, then y'all had to give it all to him. Well, you guys living with this man? You traveling with this man? This man feeding you? You got to eat some kind of way? You think that you're going to sit there and come from the middle of nowhere and have nothing to offer? You ain't got no talent, no nothing, coming from off the streets. So quite obvious, you got to put it in the pot. You come in my house, you're going to have to contribute. You ain't going to just sit there and be some freeloaders. You got to have something to offer. My God. I know y'all don't like this type of talking because you guys are so conditioned because of this European standards of how you guys supposed to live. But if someone chose to live in the middle of nowhere, buck naked and just freestyling and just having sex like bunny rabbits and having men and women and all types of stuff these people was doing, that's their life. That's their choice. God, and the reason why they do not want to play the videos, and like I say, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. The reason why they don't want to play those videos, because what it would do is cut through all those lies. And they know if this case right here, if this man walk away, this man is going to sue the heck out of the state of Georgia. This man is going to sue the heck out of state of Georgia because they know that they bit off a lie, and that's real talk. That's real talk. Let me see if that man is on, Dennis. And then now I didn't like the part Juju. Now Juju was wrong for that. Juju could have kept his cool. Guys, keep your cool. Because these people are looking for you all to act up. Now I didn't like the fact that Juju sat there and said what he said at the end because he was doing good. Remember, like I said, people, you get nervous, your life is at stake, so they're not expecting you to be professional to come on stand, but be yourself, because like I said, they really don't have nothing. Everybody that came and been a part of Carbonation, they came by choice. This man did not know these people from a can of paint. They were the ones that sat there looking at this man's life and wanted to be a part of this man's life. So they really don't have nothing. You the one had a cell phone. You guys was walking with a cell phone. You guys had access to social media. So you guys had many opportunities to pack your bags and get the heck out of Dodge. But you kept going back and back and back and back. And then they were sitting there saying about when the alleged accuser, kept going back and why you guys was, and it's not their word verbatim, but I'm just saying, why y'all was mean to her, when she was coming back. Well, the reason why is because she go back out and expose herself with these bloggers and the world and get entangled with them people. And then she coming back and contaminating people that's sitting there trying to live righteousness or however they live, you know? So quite obvious, I'd be mad too. You keep coming back, coming back, coming back, If you want to stay, stay. We keep letting you in because them girls probably sit there and say, Baba G, they call him Baba G. A three guy, but I think they like to call him Baba G. Oh, Baba G keep letting you back. But honey, you better be glad it's Baba G letting you back because I won't let you back. I won't let you back. You keep coming in and coming out, coming in, coming out. Like they say, once a snake, always a snake. You let them back in, they're going to come back 7 times worse. And that's what she did because when she got her tail out of that house, She should have sat there and got in that Uber and carried her tail on, but she went back. Most likely, people can think the way they want to think. I think she went back with a motive. Oh, when I go back, honey, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna tear the whole house down. Nobody ain't gonna do nothing. Nobody. And she did it. She accomplished exactly what she wanted to do. Her mission was well planned out. She tore the entire house where nobody was able to sit there and make it because she was not the face of carbonation. Whew. Mind Over Food says, I wish everyone knew the complete truth. I knew him for 16 years and could never imagine this. I recognized that this was a production when the white girl came. Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I say it all the time. I say it all the time. Sometimes people, especially these people that's unequal yoke, you know what I'm saying? You can't cast your pearls to swines. Some of these people have to only watch from a distance because once you let them in, they're going to cause hell. Everywhere they go, they cause hell. Name one place that these people didn't go where hell did not follow. Everywhere they go, hell follow. So you got to watch those people from a distance. You can't let them all in. So next time, because it's going to be a next time, because we learn from our mistakes, because God is calling us to come together in unity, because we are a force to be reckoned with. You can't let them in. Let them watch from a distance, because when they come in, honey, they gonna tear the whole house down, the entire house down, because of they stank. How you say that? How they think they privileged. You thinking that everywhere they go, they entitled. Yeah, that stink entitlement. That's what I wanted to use. So let me see if Dennis Byron, guys, make sure you go ahead and check out Dennis Byron channel, Hip Hop Inquiry. Let me see if everything is back on. I mean, guys, man, and I'm so glad that now that he's covering on his channel, because we get to see from real journalist view. So let me see if he's on. So make sure you go ahead and check out Hip Hop Inquiry. Let me see if it's on. Yeah, I think it's on, guys. Let me see. If it's on, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my live. Yeah, I think it's on. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my live because I think that he's back. I don't think that I think that the attorneys are talking to the judge, but if I was Bishop, nowhere in the world that attorney would have never been back in that courthouse, not without his client. So, guys, on that note, I might be back tonight. Thank you for coming on. Embracement, Beauty, Mind Over Food, Xavier McDonald's. Thank you for coming in, guys. That's watching in the bushes. Thank you. And like I said, when it comes to this right here, this is my ministry. I come in and I stand on my truth. I don't run and swayed wherever the wind is blowing. I'm going to stand on my truth. And I know when it comes to the truth is not for everybody because we talked about it. The truth is like open heart surgery and nobody wants to be exposed. Okay. So on that note, guys, I might come back tonight and talk about it some more. So let me finish watching the case because that judge has said she wants to stay late. Judge, why don't you go ahead and get yourself some rest? You are sick, okay? Go get you some rest, Judge. Okay, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. You all be blessed. Let me see what Embrace Me said. I was heard on Bigo Live last night that TKO Capone was possibly coming to testify on Nature Boy behalf, the one that so-called victim lied on too. Absolutely. I hope so. Oh my God, I hope so. I hope he do come on. I hope he do come on. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let me see what Mr. Dennis is talking about. Hold on one second. I thought Mr. Dennis was on because I want to see what he has to say. I definitely want to finish watching the rest. So let me see what Mr. Dennis is talking about, guys. See if it's on. I know it should be on. Hold on. Go to Mr. Dennis channel. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because I want to watch Mr. Dennis. Okay, so you all be blessed.